New AirPods, AirPods 2, doesn't matter what you call it. Whether you have a love or hate relationship with the AirPods, you see them everywhere these days. So let's take a quick look at whether these new AirPods are more magical than ever, or as Apple calls it, and if they're actually worth the $199 price point. So talking about the price, Apple released 3 different variants. The first is the AirPods with the wireless charging case. That costs you around $199, while the second variant is the AirPods 2 without the wireless charging case, and that's gonna run you about $159. While the third option is for I feel like it's more for the AirPod, the first generation users who want to upgrade to the wireless charging case, so they can pay around $79 in order to do that. So the biggest change is the Qi wireless charging compatibility, which makes these AirPods honestly truly wireless, and growing trends of cars getting wireless chargers, and when hopefully the Air Power Mat comes out, we would truly be able to use the wireless ecosystem that Apple has been creating for us in the past year. But for the time being, we can pick up a third-party charger from Amazon, which would work primarily the same way, with the cost of having that slow charging speed. You can always use a conventional charger with any AirPods. The other side changes are the LED indicator, which is moved up front, while the hinge has been turned into frost or matte, which was a chrome finish in the first generation of AirPods. Honestly, you wouldn't be able to figure out any noticeable visual differences between the older and the newer pair, and I think that gives the consumer one less reason to buy these AirPods. You definitely need to be on the latest iOS in order to have the full features of the AirPods. If you're on the older versions, it'll definitely give you notification on the first time you open up your AirPods, and either you could choose to upgrade your iOS, or you'll be able to use the AirPods without the Hey Siri feature. So moving on to the technical changes. The biggest change is definitely the M1 chip. For anyone coming from a traditional Bluetooth, like the Jaybirds back in the day, it makes a world of differences in terms of connecting to Apple devices. Again, adding to Apple's growing ecosystem. The further connectivity issues and range are definitely solved via Bluetooth 5.0. The battery life hasn't changed, but via some kind of optimization that they did in the newest iteration, they're able to increase the battery life by 50% while you're on your phone call. So giving us a battery life of 3 hours for a phone call compared to 2 hours from last year's AirPods. Hey Siri is one of the biggest features of the new AirPods. So if you're coming from the AirPods 1, I think that's the most noticeable difference you'll see. So if that's a difference that if that's a feature that you can't really live without, then that's an upgrade that you're looking forward to with the AirPods 2. However, I think that if you are an AirPods 1 user and you really want that wireless charging case, I think it might be better to go off the route of picking up a wireless charger for $79 instead of paying that $200 price point. Other than that, I don't see the point of upgrading to the AirPods 2 at this moment. I think, to be honest, for me, I'm still sticking to my old pair of Beats X. I think those are the only comfortable pair that I can actually use on day to day without having to fall out of my ears. AirPods just don't fit me, to be honest. So I'm definitely hyped for the new matte black Beats version that they're teasing recently. So kind of excited for that. So fingers crossed. And if you want to see more of a hands-on or kind of like a technical approach and a real-life test of the AirPods, I'll link several YouTubers down below. Please be sure to check them out and show them your love. And if you liked it, please like it, and if you loved it, sub it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Yep, that's me. Thank you so much.